Sunseeker Predator.
Yeah.
There's 45 knots. It's about 10 million.
10 million. Excellent. That's the way I like. Anybody else?
Bentley Continental GT Speed,
Yeah.
200,000.
200,000. Yeah.
The house on 640,000.
Right.
And a helicopter,
And a helicopter, which
1.2 million.
1.2 million. So we're into the millions. Anybody else got anything? Some nice juicy. Yeah. Go on.
Ex-wife.
Yeah. That one might be more difficult.
That's really expensive.
Dave.
Cost
Hang on. Hang on, folks. Dave.
Not my current one.
Sorry, I missed that. Shh. Property abroad. Yeah. Value?
Value 500,000.
500,000. Excellent. Anybody else? You're doing well there.
That's for the kids.
Yeah. That's fine. Excellent. We're going to come back to that later.
A house in France away from the kids.
Away from the kids. Just want a house. Perfect.
South Island of New Zealand.
Yeah. Excellent. We're going to come back to all that later. But for now, I'm going to talk about square pegs and round holes. As you can imagine, I'm careful, boy, I don't know what you were thinking of, Paul. As you know, you cannot put a square peg into a round hole. What? People disagree?
Yeah.
No, look, yeah, square peg, round hole. Doesn't fit. It won't fit.
It's only because your hole's too small.
Yeah.
So what are you suggesting?
Bigger hole.
A bigger hole?
Yeah.
I thought of that. That's ruined my speech, hasn't it? So if you make the hole bigger, you can put the square peg in.
Well, lots of square pegs.
Let's try it. Well, be bugging you, right? Who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed that? So if you make the hole bigger, you can put the square peg in. So is there another way you could do it then?
Make the square smaller.
Make the square smaller. Excellent idea. I never have thought of any of that, see? I'm sorry to actually say this to you, but I want you to imagine that you and your lifestyle are the square pegs.
Okay.
And the round hole is your dream, your ambition. Okay? So, the two ways that you can get you and your lifestyle and the dream to fit. One is to make you and your lifestyle smaller. So what does that really mean? Cut down on your spending. You know, not so many nights out with your partner. Cut down on the takeaways, the theatres, the shows you go to. Holidays, rather than 2 holidays a year, 1 holiday, or rather than 2 weeks holiday a year, just 1 week's holiday a year. Then you can fit into your dream. It's not the best solution, but it all fits. It works. The other way, obviously, as you've already said, is to make the whole, the dream, bigger. In which case, you and your lifestyle can fit into your dream. The problem with that is that if your dream is small and you're already struggling to fit, by making your dream bigger, then obviously it increases the problem. Well, no, it doesn't. I know Paul's looking confused. I have a saying. The impossible is far easier to achieve than the possible. Now Paul is really looking confused. I will endeavour to explain. And because you're all different, your financial circumstances are different, I have to generalise, so I'm just going to use an average example. Let's take somebody, maybe a couple, starting out, and their dream is to buy a house in Newport. It must be somebody's dream. And pushing it, yeah.
I don't know the part.
A loan works as well. So that person struggles, they get the deposit together. With their job, they got a reasonable job. The average price, by the way, of a house in Newport is apparently around £173,000. So you get the deposit together, with work, commitments, etc., you can just about afford to manage the mortgage and the bits and pieces. You might have to cut back a little bit, but there's no major change involved. You can achieve things. And the problem with that is that you know that in 25 years, you will achieve your dream. You will have your house in Newport. You don't have to make any significant changes. Your dream is possible. It's going to take you 25 years, but it's possible. Now, if we look at the boats, the cars, the expensive houses, all of those things that you mentioned earlier, the helicopter, I love the helicopter bit. Really, imagine your lifestyle as it is now. Nothing changes. Your income doesn't change. Nothing changes. Is that dream, those things that you imagine, will you achieve those?
No.
No. No? Anybody? No. Okay. So it's impossible. You cannot achieve what you want with what you are doing, which makes it more possible. Because the worst thing that any of us can have is a dream that is possible, that you don't have to change your lifestyle. If you really want those things that you mentioned earlier, those cars, boats, helicopters, etc., then you have to change. Your mindset has to change. You have to change the things that you do to achieve them. I honestly believe all of those things are possible, but only if you change. And if you change, rather than waiting 20, 25, 30 years to get your house in Newport, if you change things, all of those things that you dream of, your lifestyle that you dream of, is possible much quicker. Because if that is in your mindset to achieve those things, then you will make the necessary changes to get there, to achieve it. So the impossible becomes easier to achieve than the possible, because it will actually come around quicker, provided you make the changes. Everything is about mindset. You know, people know that a few years ago I wasn't that financially well off. I was struggling. I had a thought in my head that I wanted to retire when I was 60, but it was an impossible dream. Until I decided, no, I want to retire at 60. I am going to retire at 60. And I changed. I changed my mindset, and I changed everything in my life that I do. Now I will retire at 60. I am buying a villa in Spain. I've got quite a decent shares portfolio. I've got lots of things working for me, so I will achieve my dreams. All because all the things that I wanted were impossible, not possible. Nobody likes to change. And if you can achieve what you believe is what you want without changing, then you are not going to change. It's only by changing that you will achieve those things. Now, I'm a director of the £2.73 Club, and people often ask me, what is the £2.73 Club? What do you do? And I can go into long explanations about the investments we do and how we teach people how to invest. But I can sum it up much easier. What we do is we teach people to have a dream. You would be amazed at how many people do not have a dream. They go to work, they get paid, they pay the bills, they go to work, they get paid, they pay the bills, and that's their lifestyle. But if you have a dream, you can achieve the dream. If you don't have a dream, you're never going to achieve it. So we teach people how to have a dream. We teach people how to expand that dream, and we teach them how to change so that they can achieve that dream. That's what we do. So that's the £2.73 Club. On June the 9th, we have a seminar in Chepstow. It's an all-day seminar. There are free tickets available if you're interested. And we can give you an overview of what we do, how we invest, how we do things.